stock Hot Toys Dark Knight or OT Customs? There's a couple options out there for Dark Knight sculpts, so I wanted to give my opinion on if I think it's worth it and how it compares to stock. So let's get a look at both sculpts. As you can see, they're obviously portraying the same character, but the mask definitely has some differences. Some people have issue with the shape of the stock mask, saying it wasn't accurate. I'd agree on that, and I think the shape of the OT is a lot better. However, I noticed the OT for some reason doesn't have the angry lines between the brows of the mask. I even checked to see if this is how it's supposed to be, and some pics have it and some don't, but it's definitely supposed to be there. I think the stock has an angrier look, and I think I actually prefer that, and the missing lines would have improved that a lot. The OT comes with more mouth plates, which are all pretty solid, whereas the stock came with just one. When it comes to likeness, it's really hard to gauge because I feel like they both look like him. I will say I like the Hot Toys eyes more in the cowl. They just pop more than the OT, and the OT are actually a nightmare to maneuver. You gotta have toddler hands to move this shit, and the issues don't end there with the OT. So the sculpt actually came with a neck piece that I think would have looked better than the stock, but the neck is such a hassle to install and requires pretty much taking apart the chest plate to even fit it into place. So I went through the hassle of getting that done, but what do you know, the neck actually breaks and all the magnets fall out. On top of that, the head wasn't fitting correctly on the body anyway and was way too low. Now this could definitely be self-error, but I had to address that. Definitely don't expect any great customer service from OT because you will hardly get an answer back, which is unfortunate, especially in my case where I had shipping issues. So which do I suggest? I say they both look good. I say you probably go with the stock head. The sculpt isn't fully accurate, but it's solid nonetheless. Not only get the OT if you're really picky on accuracy, but keep in mind all the issues I brought up. I wouldn't choose a sculpt over another just because it's custom, and I think that's important to express, especially when a custom head costs a lot of money.